Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title The Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation.
What's good? This is episode 206 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am your anti-social host, Stutter McFly, back again with these two guys. Go ahead and state your name for the beautiful people out here.
Burnt to a crisp, Molito.
Oh, shit. I got nothing. I'm just...
You got nothing?
Another nigga. Just another nigga.
How are your weeks?
Hot. Hot.
Yeah. Why?
Fucking 106, 107 in Phoenix. I'm hot.
That's a light day. That's a light day, dog.
How much weight you lose with the sweat on top of the workout?
I think I didn't know you could be super dehydrated from just living. I had to go get me one of them hiking backpacks.
A camelback?
With the water?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you don't want to know what they used to call us when we used to wear those.
Sound like some real racist shit.
It wasn't that. It was probably like regular world you'd be fired.
Yeah, but it was a good time. You know, we had a good time. You know, baby girl did good at camp. She met some people that she's talking about. All my friends, you never see them again.
So you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to some other gyms.
How were the gyms?
I got good workouts in.
They were there?
Yeah, people were there.
People?
Yeah, people were there. My wife and I, we enjoyed ourselves.
Oh, you went together?
Yes, of course.
For shizzle.
Of course. Yes, I wasn't double tapping any talent. Yeah, yes, it was. I'm gonna say it's. You know what? Sun's out and they are dressed appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a man with eyes.
That was the best part about living there.
Yeah.
Other than the, heat. I got dark. It was a nigga.
That's why I'm burnt to a crisp.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just match the mic.
Nigga, I knew it was hot when I went and bought sunscreen.
That's funny.
I said, whoa.
That's the first place I got sunburn.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Different.
My week was hot, but it was different hot. It was Vegas hot. So
Sin City, huh?
Just laid in the pool. To the pool. I brought my little gasoline tank, brought a little John and the East Side Boys back. Just drinking soda out of that.
You didn't have your crunk juice?
Yeah, we just chilled, man. Had a little getaway and then came back and back to it.
That's it.
Back
to the grind. Grind don't stop.
Got a final. First thing done.
That's cool.
No, I'm lying. It's just a test.
Oh.
Who is this?
I thought it was a final.
No,
it's one of the kids.
Yeah, they didn't even close the goddamn door.
You fire your week?
My week was cool.
Kendall, go.
My week was cool. I just went to work, realized that was the last holiday we were going to have for a while last week, and then it just kind of...
September.
Damn it, you right.
It just clicked that I was like, shit, I got to do this shit for a month and some change before I'm not at this motherfucker again. So, but yeah, it was chill. I just stay under the radar and do the usual working out, come to work.
That's what's up.
And just try not to let them phase me.
They gonna try.
Push these niggas off me and like,
They gonna try.
Oh yeah, they're gonna definitely try. But working on music, it's interesting to create, because sometimes you do have those days where you question, like, do I still got it? And then you have those, when you find those pockets, like, I still got it. Then there's other times you're like, nigga, I ain't got shit. Am I even black? I have no rhythm in this verse, in this bar. It's just coming out horrible. I feel like I was in the freshman, double XL freshman class.
I'll never let you hear.
Except Ray Vaughn.
Hear what was in these glasses. I will never let you hear what is recorded.
I'm gonna hear him.
Oh, you will. It's
that bad?
It's like Silk the Soccer and Blueface together.
Damn.
No rhythm.
I'm just like, damn.
Off beat.
It's like in my head, it sounded way better than it came out.
So anyway, we'll get into the shenanigans. It's gonna be a meshing of two worlds. There are questions, but we're just gonna let it fly.
Let it fly with Sutter McFly.
Let it fly. Let it rain.
I'm sorry.
That's my favorite movie. Long K Polly.
That made me think of Swaggy P talking about Michael Jordan. When he said they was talking shit about Kobe, and he said, "You guys over here talking like Michael Jordan had like a 6-child. Remember that motherfucker won that game? It was like, oh, that's fucked up." But he right.
Yeah, you're wrong.
So since you brought it up, let's talk about Kobe. Yeah, there's been a lot of slander, and it's
loser talk.
It is, and it's wild to me because, I mean, you can call us biased because we are Kobe fans, but I do feel like there's a lot of honest takes on it as well from the three of us. Because, granted, you can be a fan or biased, but you can't deny stats and what actually happened when you watch these games and the footage. And a lot of the people that are talking about them are essentially people that if they did play against them, want to rewrite history, and they were getting their asses
got cooked.
So, what are your thoughts on the likes of, the stance that all these people are suddenly taking now, and all the slander that's happening?
They wanted to be him. Yeah. That's what I think. The one that threw me off was like Dwayne Wade saying some shit where you're like, D Wade, like, how you gonna say something? But I don't know. I feel like it's jealousy. There's some sort of jealousy
That's
to it.
exactly what it is.
It's like, let the man rest in peace. Just let the legacy be what it is. Don't try to change it.
I feel like it's a bunch of bitch niggas talking shit about somebody who can't defend themselves because they're not here. And you waited, you sucked his dick while he was here.
Well, there's probably been a lot of like shit in their households, like arguments and like, well, when you was out there, Kobe was cooking you.
Yeah, he was busting their asses. And I like I pointed out in the video, some of them since AAU.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So, when you look at that and you think of the entire situation, their success trajectories were completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe was here, and a lot of those guys that are talking, they maybe were considered good players. Some of them reached to a higher tier, made the top 75.
Yeah.
So to me, and in comparison, I mean, you guys pick specific players to go to compare to Kobe, but what does success look like in your eyes as far as some of the guys talking compared to what Kobe did as a player? Like, what I think that's the bigger hate here is the realization of lack of success,
or they just didn't. They weren't happy with their results. Yeah, like that's the success part. Like Kobe probably would say he was successful, but in what he probably wanted to seek, he still feels unfulfilled in those. Like the two that he lost, when you heard him talk about it, like, damn nigga, like to even get there with those squads is like crazy. Well, the other one they should have.
The fact that they said Pau Gasol should have been the MVP. Fucking D Wade.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. Pau Gasol's probably like, what?
Are we talking about me?
I played with him, so I ain't even say that.
To that response to D Wade, I felt like Shaq should have got MVP.
Yeah. Right?
And then you wouldn't have none.
That's just wild to me.
Jealousy.
Because when I think of Kobe and the frame of mind. That's why I rock with like a Matt Barnes, and
Matt Barnes got hands.
He got hands, but he also he's honest. So like when he talks about it, he knows what it is and what it ain't, and he don't try to change history.
Yeah.
And then you got niggas like Paul Pierce.
Well, he don't count.
That
don't know
in his own mind is trying to change history to what he actually meant to the game.
Paul Pierce is
he didn't mean a lot.
Paul Pierce is mad because even his Boston legacy is being overridden by younger niggas. He's about to be a nobody.
Don't nobody know who the truth is.
He wasn't.
Just McFly.
Yeah, I like that. But we don't like Paul over here.
I don't fuck with Paul.
I hate Paul Pierce. I've been saying it for years.
I forgot he was from LA.
Yeah, I try to scrub that out of history.
We disown him.
I was like, oh, he's from LA.
I try to change history. That nigga's from Boston. I don't know what you talking about. He ain't from LA.
Yeah, he grew up with Mark Wahlberg and them.
Traitor.
He's at the bar. Do you think, since we always talk about the Mamba mentality, what do you think it takes to have that kind of discipline and outlook on your craft like that?
It takes going back to last episode. It takes otherworldly determination, unshakable motivation. Like you, it's literally something where you have to want it so bad that, and I think to his, sadly to his demise, is that the reason why, like when he talked about why he started taking the helicopter rides and stuff, was because he was trying to have it all, because he was just so focused on being the best basketball player whilst trying to be somewhat of a good dad. And so he you know what I'm saying? And when you watch so many players adamantly say, when summer hit, they take the summer off. They don't start training again until they actually go on vacation. Now, I give LeBron his credit because I feel like LeBron 365, he is training. He is doing his thing. But
his job,
yeah. But back in the Kobe days, I mean, you had Iverson that literally said, "Practice. What's practice? I don't need practice. I'm not going to practice." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Shaq coming in every year 40 pounds overweight.
Drunk, yeah.
Reeking of Krispy Kreme and.
That's true.
He wasn't in shape until Christmas. Like
always
come on.
Complaining about his big toe.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you hear the stories of Kobe saying, we're walking out tomorrow at 4 or 5, whatever. And whatever time he told you, he gonna get there 2-3 hours early, just to show you. And then he gonna leave after you, just to show you that, what's old boy name? I forget his name. Was it not Jay Willis?
Jay Will?
Yeah. That said, he said that, he said, I literally put up 100 shots or 1,000 shots, and when I left, Kobe was still practicing. And then when I saw him at the game, he said, I had to let you know that I was not working. Like that mindset.
Yeah, that's different.
That's a different mindset, because even when we're not competing, in my mind, we're still competing, because I'm going to show you that you don't want it as bad as I want it.
That's what's so crazy about T-Mac's statement, because he shared he was roommates with him during either AAU or the whatever, I think the All-American something, and he said that Kobe was sitting in the room talking about, I'm about to bust Tim Thomas's ass, I'm about to do this, oh, they're gonna know. Yeah. He's like, he's sitting here practicing and saying it over and over and over. He was like, his mindset. So for you to know that evolved into what it became in the NBA, for you to sit there and say some shit like, well, if I had Shaq, come on, bro, you're different.
He would have got one.
You're different.
One.
You're not, and from firsthand experience that you're not built like him. So why would you even make the statement? Like you try to come back.
I'm gonna flip it. I said they better think they lucky stars and stripes that Kobe wasn't 6'10".
Yeah.
Because if Kobe was 6'10", with that mentality and that work ethic, shit, that nigga would have been dropping 45 in the first quarter.
Was playing like with giants.
He said that about Iverson. He's like, shit, if Iverson had anybody's height, you guys were toast, nigga. Like, that's it.
But he was 6'6" playing with giants. Like if you watch the footage of him and LeBron playing, 6'6", 215 pounds, if that, versus LeBron, who's a fucking essentially
6'9",
linebacker, and he's fucking cooking LeBron, and we have the nerve to try to keep leaving Kobe out of the talk.
I remember the early stages of Heat where it was buff LeBron. We got lean LeBron now, but I remember when LeBron was like, you saw LeBron like, God damn, he finna destroy somebody. Like
and Kobe
knock
was
over half
him.
the team.
That's where
he was cooking them.
Training and all that stuff comes into play. Raw ability don't get you but so far.
There's been a lot of people that's been able to jump out the arena. A lot of money last.
Yeah, because they didn't put the work for the fundamentals and take it serious.
Because when you get old, all you got is old fundamentals.
Because I think that's what he was looking at with Shaq. It's like, look at you, man. Like if you just took it
seriously,
halfway serious, halfway serious.
That when they had
we
the
won
interview,
8. Like
you said, the interview where he talked. They had the 1-on-1. He said, "What would have happened if you would have came in?" He's like, "We would have like a shitload of more championships." And it's like, well,
David Stern would have broke them niggas up. I know these new NBA fans don't know about David. David Stern, he would veto and make shit happen to make things seem competitive.
After the 6th one, though.
Yeah.
You guys can't win 6 straight.
No, this is over. You got to go.
You're not breaking Michael's record.
Somebody getting fined. We got to throw some dirt on somebody.
Yeah.
Are you...
What?
So are you implying that they sent that woman to Kobe's room?
They probably did.
Caused a little mischief?
Mm-hmm. Nah.
It was a joke.
It probably was Paul Pierce.
He finally got out. He's like, you know, let's see what this fame be like. It's like Bill Clinton.
I think it was even a trip. Like if you guys watched the Redeem Team documentary on Netflix, and it came out after Kobe passed, but like I remember when they talked about the mentality and the mindset Kobe had, where he had to set the tone for them to win, and he literally said, "I came here because I'm tired of seeing you lose," and then to make a statement, he ran through Pau Gasol just to let them know, nigga, he's my teammate, but we ain't teammates right now.
Not even that. That's his brother. Like,
they were he ran through him.
He fucks with Paul. Like they go to Christmas and shit together. Like, okay, we gonna talk about this at Christmas.
Ran right the fuck through him. I fuck with Pau Gasol because you could tell Pau just was like, that's just Kobe. Like he didn't look at it like it was beef. He was just like, that's just how Kobe is.
After that, most friendships would have been over.
Yeah, I was like, you ain't running through me like that. Like that shit. Like, but yeah, that mentality is different. I think even on the level of success that's measured here, Kobe's work ethic and belief in himself and the process and just taking it serious. He took it serious than everyone else in the NBA, more serious than everyone else in the NBA, and I feel like it should be commended, and we shouldn't have people taking opportunities to try to change history or slander his name since he's not even here to defend himself, and none of y'all were doing this when he was alive. So it's crazy to me to think.
I think he took everything he learned from Mike, all the advice Mike gave him, and he took it to the 10th power. Because they said Mike was doing the same thing. Mike will play against all these people in the summer time and learn your moves and all that stuff. I think Kobe took that to the 10th. If he saw you as any kind of threat or any type of potential in you, he would try to get a leg. He did whatever it took to get the leg up. Whatever it took.
Yeah. A little psycho ways. That's a little too obsessive.
Obsessed. I remember, what was that? I think that was 01 or 02. They had just won the title, and like he literally took 4 days off, and then he was in France training. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you want. Yeah, he said, "Okay, the season's over. Got to get ready for next year." Like,
so we transitioned that into what we called. We touched on this, and we're not gonna get too engulfed in it, but the aftermath of what was Drake versus the Boogeyman, Kendrick Lamar. It's been over a year, and I noticed Drake has not let this shit go.
Drake says round 2.
Has it started yet?
He said for him it has.
Oh,
someone has to respond.
When we talk about Kobe, I think it's important to note in the music. I feel like Kendrick has that same outlook and mindset about his craft. And it's an important to state because when you look at how everything played out and how calculated he was and the way he literally destroyed someone's confidence to the point that they changed the way they moved, they stressed the fuck out, they lost their hair. It's important to say, like, that level of success and the mentality and outlook, how would you guys say it made, I don't know, and kind of integrated into your own personal lives to how you should approach your passions or crafts?
Excuse me.
I think the biggest thing I've learned from the whole Kendrick shit is that execute the plan. Have the plan be thoroughly planned out and written down, and execute. Because I feel like everything he studied and he knew exactly who he was going against, and he had that shit ready. He had it lined up.
I mean, yeah, he had to have done a lot of research on Drake before even saying, let's get this pop. Like like you could tell somebody came prepared and ready.
He said, "I'm war ready if I'm war ready if you want to see me bleed," or something like that. He said, I believe it. Because the thing about being war ready is that you have to prepare in times of peace
And have every possible
angle.
It's like how Batman was with the Justice League. He said, for each one of you, I have a fail safe just in case shit goes south. I can take you out. It's like, nigga, we on the same side. And it could change tomorrow.
We're on the same side today. Today we're on the same side. Yeah.
I'd be more like, why'd you tell me?
He was that confident, like, nigga, just so you know.
That's funny.
He did this. Kendrick did the same thing to Drake. He told him how it was going to play out before it played out, and it's
that's true. That's like that's a good comparison, because it's like Batman would say, I pay attention to everything.
Yeah,
I may not speak on it, but I see everything.
Yeah.
I heard that shit you said last week.
Yeah.
But the fact that Kendrick said, "Hey, this is how it's going to play out. Before we even get there, I'm going to let you know exactly how this is going to play out, and it's going to play out that way." That's some
I think
some Jedi mind shit.
I look at more of the post than the beef, because if you listen to how a lot of people were talking about it, they were saying, well, he's gonna have to carry this and do this, and it's like, I think at the beginning, it's the calculation part. He knew that. He's like, yeah, I know that. So like, there's still a lot of shit coming, like out of that. I don't think it's gonna be the same Kendrick we had, where it's like 5-6 years of waiting on music or waiting on something or waiting on anything. It's like, all right, I'm gonna take this nigga out. Now it's my show.
go time.
So it's about to be some shit where you're like,
I don't think he's gonna change.
He's already got movies coming. Yeah, come on, nigga. What are you talking about?
The GNX album.
Listen to look at who he's on features with right now. Was it Playboy Cardi? Is that who he's with? Nigga, that song's garbage. Both of maybe 3. Is it 3?
Yeah.
They're not good. But that's the game. I don't think he thinks Playboy Cardi's nice.
It's definitely, he knew it was go time, and definitely he shifted. Like, what was so calculated about Kendrick, and that is, he even did it to both of your points, he changed what you expected of him in that moment. So even if you were like, oh, well, Kendrick was like, oh, you thought I was this. Now I'm coming with this, just because you thought it was going to go this way. So like, it had to be calculated. It had to be very strategic in every sense. Like, you thought it was this way. I have to go this way just because you thought it was going to be that way.
Like, I'm so curious to see what him and the creators of South Park are coming up with. Like, I want to know what that is. I have no idea.
And it's rapid
and
fire.
You're like, that's like brilliant, just to, hey, put this out. Don't say shit about it. Just say, hey, these two niggas is working together. And then just disappear on it.
Yeah. Because
I would love a Black Hippie project.
I don't think that's ever happening. I think you might get another song, but a project, I don't think it's because it feels like they're in two different.
They got to lock in to do that.
because Ab-Soul is like he's still on a thing of trying to prove that
Ab got bars though.
he does have bars, but it's like he's still trying to prove he's
wanna
that guy. He's still
break.
kind of stuck in a box of I need to prove, and it's like at this point, what do you have to prove when you've? And then J-Rock should
Carson's
just have.
fine. Shout out Carson.
I don't think he thinks he's broken out.
Yeah, like I think he's still stuck in this weird thing where it's like, hey man, like you that guy, right? Like, and like Kendrick kind of leaving TDE kind of opened it up for you to be that dude, and he's still kind of stuck in this. I mean, he even tried to commit suicide, so it's like he's still stuck in this internal.
Yeah, we see him at the store and be like, that's Ab-Soul.
Yeah,
like you did it. Like you got there.
Same thing with Schoolboy Q, where Schoolboy Q had so much success. But you would still think that Schoolboy Q doesn't realize that the success has put him in a different light, like what he's perceived as. And his mind is like, I'm just Schoolboy Q, nigga. And it's like, but you're Schoolboy Q, nigga. like
Crash Talk take one.
You can see it how even when you watch him do concerts, you're like, man, like in his mind, I'm just nigga being a nigga. It's like, no, but you're Schoolboy Q, nigga. Like,
to watch that nigga Crip walk the King Kong to that shit.
Yeah, like it's different, but you can realize that they are who they are. But I think that's where they differentiate. Yeah. Kendrick's in a whole different state of mind where he's trying to, like even talked to Hard.6. Yeah, he's like, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to be the executive / this / that. That's why, like, even when you see how it played out with GNX and how he was putting smaller people on and doing the SZA tour, everything's from a boss move standpoint, and I think on TDE he outgrew what it was. Like he appreciated it, but went here, and they're still kind of going, "Well, we them niggas though." It's like, but you kind of.
I feel like that happens with every group though. You have one guy that's like, "Hey, we can't just be this all for the rest of the life."
Like TDE, there's something going on. Something in the water. First of all, for all of those fools to just hit like they do. But then when you think about it, a lot of them don't. It's weird that they don't have that belief in them.
Yeah.
Like, cause SZA was just saying that on the tours, like, "Oh, I didn't think nobody was coming to see me." Like, SZA, shut the fuck up. Like, what?
They're definitely talented. It's just a weird, cause you notice that with most of their artists is they don't.
I don't know. Doechii
Doechii's the only one
where I seem like she's
confident. Oh, I'm better than all of you bitches.
But it does seem weird that Ab-Soul at this point should be on some.
I'm gonna listen to Ab today.
Like, hey, Kendrick, nigga, I'm right here with you. Because even Kendrick can acknowledge how dope he is, but it don't seem like Ab thinks of himself in that. Other than when he talking about other rappers that he know he can body, as far as the success mentality outlook, it's like he's stuck in this.
Yeah, he's looking at the wrong shit.
I gotta prove myself. It's like, but you're nicer than all these niggas are terrified of you. Like, you know, like you should be the second coming of the boogeyman as opposed to like how he views himself. So
I don't want no smoke with Ab.
And
I would.
99.9% of the rappers in the entire league, and probably even including Kendrick, don't want smoke with that. And like, who said that shit? Was it DJ Head? He was like, "Nigga, Ab-Soul will dish you, and you'll have to sit there and
you gotta Google
and break
the words.
It down and be like, damn, nigga, he dissed me with that." Like, so, but yeah, I think the mentality is important, and I feel like that success. The level of success is it's levels to it, and Kendrick and Kobe are all cut from that same cloth. That there's levels to it.
That laser focus.
Yeah, where it's like this is you different, and like people acknowledge it. That's what I think people are afraid of when they acknowledge the difference.
Yeah, we see Kendrick in the park doing fucking burpees. You're like, why are you doing that? Well, I got a tour. I got a tour coming up, and I'm gonna be.
Or they say he runs like what 5 or 6 miles. Yeah. You like
daily
just cause. And you ask somebody else, they'll be like, I ain't running 5
I could do a 9-hour set if I need to.
Like the pop out. That nigga did a 2-hour set with no water.
No breaths.
No rest. No, let somebody take over for a little bit. Nah, that
we had a bunch of, hey, it's my nigga. Yeah.
Well, that's just forgetting shit.
I mean, the songs were only like a week or so or 2 weeks fresh.
I'll fuck with it.
As an coming from an artist.
I wish I could watch that shit right now.
Trust me, coming from an artist, that is hard to memorize some shit in less than 2 weeks. that is some hard shit.
The cold part about it is that he didn't have to rap them words because the crowd knew him.
Yeah. Oh, they knew it 6 times.
The crowd knew.
I just thought it was interesting how each time it was different. They would add like pyrotechnics to this when he did it this time. I was like, that's pretty dope. And then like the camera would switch. Wah. You're like, this is different. So it's very
mapped out.
Ain't nothing been the same since I tucked this in, just wrapped it back in this pajama clothes.
There's this other side, a flip side of this. Falling for Grace. Drake.
Oh, I thought you meant Paul George.
Oh, no. I've always thought he was trash. Anyway, when you look at Drake's, because I feel like when we talk Big Three, when we talk anything that has to do with Drake, J. Cole, or Kendrick, they're always brought in the same breath, but it's because the level of success and the time they take to make successful things tends to be equal, but in that battle, you saw the difference between somebody who's about that and somebody who may have been crafted or created to be that way. So to have that kind of success or that level of success based on someone saying, no, I'm taking the time to master my craft. I'm doing this. I'm making sure I'm going above and beyond to be the best of what I can be. And then somebody saying, you know what, if I pay the right person, if I get in the right room, then I can get to that success. If I'm constantly on everyone's mind or actually being seen all the fucking time, that's what they contribute to success. If I never take a time off, then you never forget about me.
Yeah. Contractually, I don't believe he could take that off.
But even then, I think he learned that from Wayne. It's Wayne was putting out a lot of shit, and it's
Wayne was dropping
mixtapes, albums,
at least
features.
an album and a mixtape a year. Yeah.
So I feel like it's kind of like quantity over quality was kind of like the.
That's the Chris Brown method.
I don't want to say that. I think because he was still banging him over the head with what he was putting out. I think it's probably more like what's a good comparison we're using? Kobe compared to who has a good amount of rings that was just on the squad?
Robert Horry.
Nah. I'll do like a Paul Pierce. I'll do like a Paul Pierce because Paul Pierce was like the guy there.
Paul Pierce has 1 ring.
Okay, cool. We'll take the 1 ring. And so
he shouldn't have got
they built the team for him to win, right?
What else? So you could say this. You could substitute him and put LeBron in that.
They built the team for him to win.
They built the team for Garnett to win.
Okay, so for them to win. Like
Garnett.
Kobe and Shaq, they were like, oh, y'all niggas gonna win. We just have to put the pieces here.
Yeah.
Like it's a little different. You get what I mean?
So yeah, like I said, you still.
So Drake was more like nigga, we'll make sure you win.
Yeah.
Kendrick was like, nah, nigga, like I'm going to win. Like how much do you want to win? Like is the question. Because
when I look at,
because Drake he's talented, but it's like he had everything handed to him.
Because like as artists, what you would see him do, just like when I was active, was how the fuck are you coming up with so much music? And it's like at a high rate. Not saying it was the best, but like the quality. But then you find out, he's taking reference tracks from Quentin Miller. He's doing that. Like you're like, oh, so there's a whole team at play here.
He's taking niggas' bars word for word.
Yeah, he's still
it's a whole team at play
or some shit.
And it's even wild now when you hear about people try to defend it, they'll be like, well, yeah, he might have did the reference, but Drake did it better. It's like it's two different things.
I'm okay with it if it wasn't to go into a GOAT conversation. It was just making music cool, whatever. I don't give a shit. But when you're going into like the greatest of all time, you're like, well, then you got to separate it. Like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the greatest at making hits? Okay, cool. Fuck it, have it. Yeah. But are you talking about like artist? Then you have to have a real conversation. Like, are you the artist or did you pay for this? Like, it doesn't work that way. Like,
only you like being famous.
Yeah. It's the fame part. It's not the craft.
And that's two different. As I said, the flip side of the coin is one was created almost by with the team to be this level of success. Where Kendrick was like you said, I'm gonna build it and I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna put the time in to get there the right way with the right, knowing that it's on me to do it. So like, I guess it goes to that quote on All the Stars. I want the credit if I'm winning or I'm losing. On my mama, that's the realest shit. Like it does feel like, nigga, I'm going to create it, whether you.
It's like when you said that, it just made me think about what May said about Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe went up with his team, he went down with his team.
But he was there.
He
That's
was
his
there.
team. It didn't change. He didn't suddenly say, I need to go join them to do this.
Yeah.
No, he's like, fuck it. If this is what I'm winning, this is how I'm gonna win.
And then when people say he was gonna leave, he wasn't leaving to go to like a much.
He was gonna go to the Clippers
situation.
or the Bulls.
Yeah, it wasn't like a greater situation. He was like, I'm gonna go build it and beat these niggas over here now and bang them over the head. But people don't have that. They don't believe that. They have to have. It's like T-Mac said with that. I didn't have the chance. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Yeah, like you didn't go. You didn't go to the Bucks, nigga. Like,
You did.
and even if you went to the no, because Kobe knew that too. He was like,
And that's
I am not going to Charlotte, nigga. Like,
and I mean, and if you want to play devil's advocate, Shaq didn't get it done until he got with Kobe.
yeah, they sent him there for that. They knew that when they were like, hey, put these two together.
Him and Penny had 2 shots back to back.
Well, who did that?
They lost.
Who was it? Wasn't it Jerry West?
Yeah, Jerry West.
Jerry West is like brilliant with basketball, and he said, "Get
want
them
this
2
kid.
little niggas together."
I want this kid out, and he saw a vision before everybody else did, because Dale Harris, etc.
Jerry
didn't
West
look
is
at Kobe like
Jerry West was the brain child of the Golden State Warriors too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's brilliant. He got Paul Gasol for Kwame Brown. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. That motherfucker, Kwame Brown. God damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went through one of my Facebook. It was like about a month ago. I went through one of my Facebook stories, and I was like, "Man, I haven't watched Laker game in forever." And I said, "I literally the post was have finally decided to turn the Laker game on. Turn the game on. I watched what's his fucking name? Was it Kwame Brown? It was other like power forward. I watched this nigga take a 3 and cut the TV off. Like the first, I turned
Julius Randle.
It wasn't Randall. It was before Randall. It was a veteran. I forgot the nigga's name. But I said, I remember it was a time like, you know how many trash ass teams Kobe was on? Like,
And his nigga celebrating what game?
Trash.
What?
Game winners, and he looking like
nigga, we trash.
What team was Marcel? That little, was he Italian or something? Marcellus I can't remember that motherfucker's name. I just remember they were running out of time, and he's the one who tried to shoot the ball behind his back because he ran out of time, and he's like, ugh. He tried to shoot a 3, like looking at the other rim. You're like, nigga, what is this?
what?
Oh shit!
We could definitely say that in levels of success, there are levels to success,
Absolutely.
and when you see greatness like that,
it was Carlos Boozer.
Anyway, when you see levels of success, you understand that Kobe and Kendrick and that taking the time to create and believe and have a passion in your craft and take the shit serious breeds a whole different type of beast.
No shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
And that's why it pissed me off when I got that clip of Shaq talking to his son about basketball. You know, it's gonna take a lot of sacrifice. You're gonna miss. I said, nigga, what did you sacrifice?
I just feel like
A month of Krispy Kreme.
If you take if people like, I just like with the shortcut shit, I get mad at the shortcuts that people don't.
I'm just saying. When he got serious, he was like, I guess I won't eat that right now.
Yeah.
When Shaq
He didn't take shortcuts though. He just didn't care.
No,
he didn't care till around Christmas.
Yeah, but when that motherfucker was in shape, when
that's a strong.
But at the end of the day, what you gonna say to him?
Nothing,
nigga. Workout like no.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, Kobe would throw hands with him.
He did it once. I feel like he was like, I gotta do this because.
I ain't no bitch.
I ain't gonna do this. I don't want to do this twice.
I think he would have did it again if he had to. I just feel like there's 99.9% of the rest of the league would have been like, nigga, I ain't doing that shit. That's Shaq's team.
T-Mac included.
He would have caved his chest in. You see how skinny T-Mac was? like.
T-Mac has died. Like, what? He got punched?
It said, 24 hours within trading T-Mac to the Lakers, we are now going to the funeral of T-Mac.
Right.
That's what I think that's what a lot of the players are, like some of these guys who are talking are saying he wouldn't get this if he didn't die. And that's insane to me. Like, I do believe he would have got the same praise. If you look at that farewell tour, no one's getting that. No one's getting that.
Oh, they're gonna try to do something like that for LeBron.
It's not gonna be the same. It's not. It's not even gonna be close.
They're gonna try.
It'll be a sight to see because you're like, damn, nigga, that is a
They're
long
gonna
time.
Try. They're gonna try.
So,
So,
you guys played sports.
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
really.
You played sports.
You
played
wrestled.
I play spades
I thought you wrestled.
and play spades.
That's a sport.
In your sports, do you remember your first wins?
My first wins? Nah, the first win?
Like that, do you remember how you felt when you won?
This is dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
I remember.
dope. Yeah, I won. Yeah,
My first home run.
How'd that
was
feel?
that was dope. That was real cool.
Fuck you.
That was real cool.
Was it
You trick Curry, Kevin.
so when you hit the home run? What was the thought that went through your mind when you knew it was gonna go over the wall?
I finally got one. Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
Clink.
Yes.
But did you know instantly when it came off the bat, or when, as it was traveling?
Oh no, that was gone.
That's what's,
So I was in Little League, man. I must have been about 11, 12. And I was like, man, I got it. I hit. I was like, oh, this is gone. So I hit it, right? And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, that's a home run. It's out the park for sure. And I'm standing there watching. I ain't moved, nigga. I'm still at the plate. Needless to say, it was not a home run. It landed right next to the fence.
Oh shit.
And it ended up being a single. So
You learned that lesson that day.
They're like, why are you not running? I was like, niggas, we good. Don't
That's
worry.
gone.
Don't worry about it. We're good. It was not out. It was a very long single.
That's a little bit yelled at.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did some extra running next practice.
Like, whose kid is this? Hey.
so you guys have a different experience than I did in baseball. In baseball, for me, I played in Little League, and we played at Patterson Park. And I remember it was a Saturday we played, and I got struck out at the plate. And my dumbass was feeling sorry for myself, so I just stayed at the plate like
You didn't walk
I didn't
back.
move. But so the teammate was trying to slide in because something happened. I don't know if I like it swung and then like the catcher fell out his gloves. So my teammate was trying to run it from home, and I'm over here feeling sorry for myself. I blocked his path to the fucking plate.
Tagged
And they
him
were
out.
cussing me the fuck out. And I remember just thinking, yeah, I don't think baseball is my thing.
It's for me.
Like, but my first win in basketball was I remember the feeling I had my first win was like I didn't do shit. Like I didn't do enough because I felt like I should have had more individual stats for the win. So like it felt good that we won, but it always made me feel like I need to do more. Like I want to be the reason, like that main reason why we win. And I didn't honestly get that to like high school. There was one game I grabbed like 21 rebounds.
That's a lot.
And I was hyped.
You was out there grabbing rebounds? What the fuck they have you playing?
I was a power forward, but I was smaller than everybody else, but I was quicker than the guys I was playing against. So they might have been taller than me, but I could jump up quicker and grab the rebound, and I could jump. So I remember it was against Rubidoux, and I grabbed a lot of fucking rebounds. I think when I took away from that, I was like, man, like I think I only had like 4 points, but I had a shitload of rebounds. But it was like I was a integral part to that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, damn, man, you can't take away his 21 rebounds. Thing like
that's a lot of points in return.
Yeah. And I kept grabbing. Like I remember just going, damn, like, and the thing is just those wins, like it feels like you take pride in that shit because you know the work you put in to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So like when you see the return on that hard work and in the form of success or a win, like it
I was
means a
on a
lot.
bunch of loser ass teams, but they were
Oh
fun.
yeah, we
They
didn't
were
go
fun.
anywhere.
They were real fun.
It was fun.
That's not what it's supposed to be, but the winning's supposed to be fun. We was just having fun. We were like, those coaches just didn't know what to do.
I think the ultimate win I got from all of it was the weight loss. When I was in high school, people didn't recognize me when I came. Like when I played basketball
Yeah.
for 2 years and I came back to North, they were like, "Man." I remember one dude was like, "Man, what you doing, meth or something?" I was like,
Damn. Damn. Ain't give me no credit.
I just remember that summer between 8th and 9th grade. You know when you went to football practices all summer. Shit, I came back in freshman year. And I was like, "Damn, you lost? Yeah, nigga, I've been running in the heat
I used to see them all the time.
a lot."
I said I couldn't do football.
This nigga said meth. And I was like in high school, and then I remember trying out for baseball. And there was one nigga who's Mexican. He was essayed out. He had the shorts, the big ass Ben Davis, and the Cortezes to try out for baseball. I was like, this nigga ain't ready. But like,
His name was an Angel by chance.
I don't remember his name. I just
that's what it was. A SA dude that asked me that, and he wore Cortezes, and he was a big dude that lost a good amount of weight. And I was like, the funny is, the first thing he asked me was it meth, and I'm like, nigga,
yeah, why?
was it meth for you? Like, was it meth for him? And he was like, oh man, we buddies. Like, no.
It was a little dude, but he was like tired as fuck on like one. I was like, why are you so tired? He's like, I smoked some glass last night, fool. And I was like, we are in 10th grade.
Yeah,
like
that's wild.
He came to try out after
Wow.
smoking meth.
That's wild.
That is, yeah. Now that I think back, I'm like, that is a child.
Yeah,
He was.
If I can go back, I probably would have played baseball.
I like baseball. I really like baseball.
I would have took it serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have took it serious.
Because I did not in
I
high
took
school
I
at
took
all.
I didn't really take shit serious. I was just doing shit.
Yeah, I should have. I probably could have made some money. That's how much I believe in myself. That's nuts.
And I remember I went and played basketball for a different school and came back to North, and I was in shape, and I bust my ass, but something happened with the coach, and I just said, you know what, I'm just going to enjoy my senior year, and I came back in shape, and I would hoop at lunch all the time, and there was some 3-on-3 competition they had going on in North, and fucking Athens' dad came out to watch me play.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, you know, if some of y'all would come try out for the team, you'd be on the team. I was like, nigga, I was on your teams. And he used to shit on us when we were like with the freshmen and whatever. So the fact that I came like my senior year and he had like amnesia, I was like, but I tried for the team and it wasn't interesting. But now that they're talking about, hey, that one dude at the courts, he came out and said that shit. I said,
that's still. He should have came and just said that directly. Like, hey,
you should. It was a clear like message, but like he didn't want to say it directly, but he wanted to hear him say it.
Yeah,
He's like, if some of y'all would try out for the team, like I said, I ain't never seen him out at those courts.
Yeah, unless he was about to suspend your ass.
So when that happened, I said, shit. But yeah, basketball is. I know. If I would have took it serious, like Mamba level serious, I would have went far.
Shit, you take anything Mamba level serious, you gonna be a success.
But I know I had the skill level. It's just
if you could sell dope at that level, shit.
You want to start tomorrow?
You might be Jay-Z.
That's good. Well played. But yeah. Can you describe a moment that you almost gave up and what made you keep going?
Like me personally?
We're talking about like sports.
Oh, in sports?
Because we're talking about sports.
Well, I gave I thought I fucked my knee up. I never wrestle again. So
Was it like they recommended it, or you just told yourself?
I just never went back. I don't know if I gave up on myself then. I just after I fuck around, I transitioned to track and field after that, and I did track the rest of the time. So
what event?
I was field. Shot put at this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I mean, I don't know. I can't say I gave up. I just kind of like it was an environment where I felt like I wasn't really encouraged type thing. Because again, a lot of things I was doing, like I was doing shit just so I wouldn't have to be home.
Mm.
So it was just like, as long as I ain't home, I'm cool. And I got a job, have some money in my pocket. So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. If I can go back, I'd take this shit serious. I don't really feel like I took anything serious outside of shit. I didn't even really take my grades serious because shit always kind of came easy to me. So I just did bare minimum to get as long as I had a B or A, I didn't care.
I get that.
yeah.
Just enough so they wouldn't yell at me when the report card came home.
Sees means you see some shit for the summer. I think for me was graduating out of high school with baseball because I was like, nigga, I ain't playing hardly on the team. I'm just on the team, nigga. Like I'm not dope, but I know I'm dope.
I do miss some softball games.
But
sorry.
I think that was I had the choice of either just going to school and not, or at least trying. So I chose to put in the work for the summer and try out at least. So I didn't quit.
What you join
I even
join a 40 and over team?
A team like baseball?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to play baseball with some of these niggas. They be trying to do too much. I'm like, yo, dog, I just want to come out here and just move my body, not like
No, but you can find a team like that. It's dope.
I mean, there's some that they
long
don't
as
really
40 and
play.
over.
They just drink. It's a reason to drink.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Or find one of them soft pitch teams.
I could do either one, but
I'll do it.
I've seen those ones where they have like, where I was like, yeah, let me go Wood Bat League. These motherfuckers in college. Like, I'm not trying to go embarrass myself.
I don't know why it popped in my head. You end up going to the team and thinking it's cool, and then you end up doing a dance number to go viral. You like, nigga, I came to play. What the fuck
is this? Oh yeah, this is new baseball. We do tricks and shit.
Because I see that TikTok shit. I was like, what the fuck? Are they dancing?
But no, I did say this. When I think about it, if I would go back, I would start. I could have wrestled in middle school, and I never did it. I would probably start wrestling in middle school because I actually did enjoy wrestling, and I felt like because I was logical. Like I was 5'9", right, 5'10" on a good day. My favorite basketball player is 6'6", and they saying he's small. I said, Nick, so I can't play basketball. I'm not gonna waste my goddamn time.
You gotta look at the comparisons.
I wasn't fast
Muggsy
enough.
Bogues.
I wasn't fast enough.
Spud Webb.
I wasn't fast enough. So
yeah, that's
Clayton.
So
Caitlin
I knew.
Clark.
I knew. That's why.
Is she 5'9"?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
She might be 5'11".
So that's why I always rock with. If y'all know who, I mean, Kevin probably know who Dwight Freeney, the defensive tackle.
Yeah,
he was 5'9".
Oh yeah, definitely
he's a superstar, right? So I was like, so logically, I was like, man, I'm not gonna like. I like basketball, but I was like, man, like I know I ain't going. But nah,
Nate Robinson,
no. But then I didn't think there was no money in wrestling.
Webster,
but so.
Well, yeah, you would have to get to the Olympics, and then tailor it back to the
Gary Coleman.
Wrestling, to the wrestling, wrestling.
Who'd you say? Gary Coleman.
I thought that's what I said. I was like, he don't play basketball.
Now I'm just talking about successful short people. I'm like, hey. I don't have much to pull from there.
Pause.
You gotta. Yeah, I'm not. Damn it! I can't even say what the fuck I want to say. I was gonna say I'm not touching that, but that's an inappropriate thing to say after you guys' whole little. You have any what would you? Any moments?
I forgot what I asked.
You felt like you were gonna quit? Give up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not quit, give up.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Sports wise, sophomore year, because freshman year, no, was it freshman? Yeah, freshman year, I played. I went out to play basketball, and no, I was playing at lunch. God damn it, I was playing at lunch. I pulled or tore my meniscus. And basketball tryouts were the following week.
Damn.
And I still went out and tried out. And the fucked up thing was that year the tryouts were out on the blacktop.
Damn.
So not only was I
Extra hard
fucked up because of my knee, but I'm out here trying to play, get on the team with a torn meniscus because I'm trying and I'm hobbling up and down the floor.
But you wouldn't have got no playing time because you were hurt.
I was just trying to make the team, man. So I literally didn't say I was injured. I just kept, but you could tell it was clearly evident. But I remember I ended up falling and bracing myself, and I scraped my hands up. So I remember the coach going like, "Man, like I appreciate the effort. He's like, it's clear you're injured, but I appreciate the effort that you're putting in. Like, but unfortunately this year,
yeah."
So I came back my sophomore year, and because I wanted to give up, but I came back my sophomore year and tried out, and I was one of the best dudes in the tryout, and politics played a part. And
yeah, buddy, old politics.
Coach came to me afterwards, and he was like, because everybody was like, I don't know how you didn't make the team. Like, you were better than all of us out there. So he goes, yeah, man, the guys that made the team, they were in the summer league before, like the summer. So like that's the reason why you got picked over them, But yeah, like you were really good, man. Like I want you to just come back out next year. I said,
nah.
But what was funny is I guess it got enough traction, and people was like, dude, you denied one of the better guys in the tryouts, so they put me on the team, but I couldn't play. That was Barty's.
That's what's the point then.
So it was like you're on the team, but you don't play yet until you get acclimated to how they play. So I was on the team, and I only played against Polly because the rule Truck's rule, Coach Truck's rule was everybody gets a piece of Polly. That was the rule. So but I remember at that time it hit me, and I wanted to give up, but I chose to go to a different school completely and have an honest, unbiased chance at playing. So every day, I'll never forget this. That's why I fuck with my dad so heavy. He would take me with him to Rubidoux because he would meet up with his friend Barron in Rubidoux, and they would eat breakfast every morning. So I would get up at 6 a.m. every morning, go with him to the diner in Rubidoux. We would eat, and I would go. He would drop me off at North when he went to work, and I'd be up at North from 7 or 8 a.m. all the way until 5 p.m. And that was what my summer was. So I would run into the football players that were, and I would see them every day. But what I would do is run a mile because I couldn't run a mile before. So I would start, run a sprint, walk, and then it turned into I could do a full lap. Then the full lap turned into 2 laps, and then you get to 4. And I just remember being super focused, and my dad was like, "So what school do you want to go to?" Like he told me, he's like, "You can go to any school you want to go to. What school do you want to go to?" I went to Ramona, and I made the team, and that's when I got the 21 rebounds, and I completely changed my body, and I remember just busting my ass the whole year, and they changed, and it pissed me off because I said it feels like timing. Some scandal was going on with the coaches. So they ended up firing the entire coaching staff. So all that work that I put in was about to be tucking under by a whole new coaching staff. And when that guy came in, he couldn't handle the players. So he had just fucking buckled after fucking doing Hell Week and all that shit during the summertime. So that's when I quit. Because I realized at that point, if this coach isn't going to be serious, why am I going to put my effort forward? If I know the coach isn't going to be serious about this, why am I going to put but that was me quitting only because I knew at this point my effort's gonna be for nothing. Because if I tried, and sure enough, that team fucking went like 0 and whatever. They didn't make it anywhere. The fucking team was just trash. But I knew it was gonna be that when I saw it. But I just remember putting in a lot of fucking work. But yeah, I didn't give up on myself. I just knew what a dead horse was. So I just went and enjoyed my senior year, and I got groped by a lot of women, and asked if I did meth.
That's assault.
It was assault.
Press
Looking back,
charges. Press charges. They want equality. They can get jail time too.
yeah.
Not from high school.
Yeah.
No, because then that's a bad precedence.
All right, rapid fire. Success in one word. Go.
Pussy.
Okay. You?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's what I said.
What, the pussy or the success question?
The question. Both, actually.
Nigga, do you understand what rapid fire is? Was the first thing
I know. You saw me. I've been smoking. I want to say some Charlie Sheen shit, so fuck it. Winning.
Winning?
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm gonna say
See?
growth.
Damn it, he beat me.
All right. Book that helps you shape your mindset. Go.
Grace eventually.
As a man thinketh.
Dale Carnegie's The Way to Influence People and Win or some friendships. It's been so long since
That's a goddamn book to manipulate people. I read that shit.
Okay. Still gonna stick with the shit. Like, most underrated trait for success. Go.
Determination.
Stick-to-itiveness.
So
That's the
what
same
I'm gonna
thing I
say,
just said.
discipline.
Determination?
Stick to it, nigga.
That's not
That's
the same
discipline, nigga. Just discipline.
Okay.
I guess we said the same thing.
Yeah.
Three
Right,
times.
Yes.
Quote you live by.
Fuck them kids.
You?
It is the heroes and cowards.
Fuck. It was just Coach you live by. Coach you live by. I just
Because I'm a nasty motherfucker, Claude.
you know what you need to do? Do it. What's your success anthem? A song that motivates you.
Right now, it's that part.
That part?
Schoolboy and Kanye.
That part.
Oh. I don't know the name of the song. It's Kodak Black.
Mine's is Hustler's Ambition, 50 Cent. With that being said, this has been episode 206 of the Heavyweight Podcast.
Yay.
This has been a freestyle thing, so we're meshing up things, trying something different. That's why we're doing this. Des will be back the next episode. Don't worry. Shout out to Des. Yeah, we thank you for like, subscribe, share, comment, all that shit.
All that shit.
We love you till next time. Peace.
Peace.
Now we can be super.
Sweating. That's a wrap, y'all. That's how she wrote. So make sure you click like, subscribe. Tune in. We on all streaming platforms. So until next time, we'll holla at you.